video, sorry. All right, let's go ahead and start on our backs. Let's keep the feet long this time, legs nice and long. Body long. It is a little windy here, so I apologize if the sound is off, meaning like I sound like I'm in a fish tank or anything. Hopefully it'll be okay. Allow the body to sink into the mat. Feel the back of the shoulders, the lower back and your bum on the mat. Maybe your calves and your heels. And start to take nice deep breaths. In through the nose, taking a slight pause at the top, and then exhaling through the nose. I want to try something a little different. We always take a small pause at the top. We're going to take a little bit longer of a pause at the top today. So on the next inhale, you're going to take 4 counts in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out the mouth. Let's hope we didn't break the computer. No, but I can. Always some new adventure. There we go. Hopefully you're still there. Hopefully you're not breathing since you're not being cued. Let's try that again. For those of you that are nice and comfy in your living rooms and in your basements and breathing on your mat, know of the adventures of the wind. Let's try that again. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4 through the nose and pause for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out the mouth. We inhale. We pause for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale out the mouth. One more time like that. Inhale. And pause. And exhale out the mouth. Allow the breath to return to normal and extend the arms up overhead. Whether it's comfortable to come from next to your body and bring the arms up, or if it's more comfortable for you to make snow angel style motion with your arms, put those arms up overhead. Point the toes, stretch the fingers, feel yourself being pulled in both directions, and release back down, keeping the arms up overhead. Walk the feet over to the right. Walk the hands over to the right, giving that crescent moon shape of the body. Inhale into that left side body. Feeling the stretch from the top of the left pinky finger all the way down to the left pinky toe. Being careful not to peel that left shoulder off the mat. Keep both shoulders on the mat, both hips on the mat. Try not to let the left side pop up. Walk the feet back to center, then over to the left. Lift the upper body and shift it over to the left. stretching out the right side. Know that it's okay if your arms do not go completely overhead. If they're at more of like a cactus position on the side, that's fine. You just have to shift the shoulders to make that crescent moon. We all have limited motion in our bodies. Let's walk those feet back to the center. Lift the upper body, return it to the center. One more time, point the toes, reach the fingers, full body stretch. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, sigh it out, release. Bring the hands back down next to you. Bend the feet up, just so about your fingertips can maybe reach your heels if possible. They feel like they're pretty close. About hip bone distance apart. Arms come away from the body and we rock our knees side to side. Return to center, put the feet together. Bring the arms out like a T and drop the knees over to the left. Feet are together, knees are together. Taking a restorative twist here. Inhale, bring the knees back up to center. And on the exhale, drop them over to the right. Inhale, bring the knees back up to center. And exhale, bring them into your chest. Use your hands to press the knees slightly in. Feel the compression in the lower body. Take a moment here to rock from side to side, massaging out that lower back. Maybe a few circles. Return to center. Bring the arms out to the side. Keep those feet and knees together and drop them over to the left. Knees should be above the hips now. Should be higher than those hips if possible. Should feel a slightly deeper twist here. Trying to keep those shoulders flat against the mat. Inhale, bring the knees up to center. And exhale, drop them over to the left. Or the right, whichever side you're on. The other side. Inhale, bring the knees back up to center. Separate them a little bit at the top and use those hands to give a little bit more compression. Again, maybe rock from side to side. But breathe into that compression. Feel it in those hip joints, that lower abdomen. This pose is affectionately called double wind pose. I'm sure you can figure out why it is called such a thing. Take one more deep inhale in. And on the exhale, drop the feet wide on the mat, keeping the knees bent. Feet should be at the edges of your mat. Arms come out to the side, and we drop the knees back over to the left. Now we've got the hip opener on the twist here. If it's comfortable for you, take that left leg, place it on top of the right thigh, open up that hip a little bit farther. Release the left foot back to the edge of the mat. Engage those core muscles as you bring the knees back up through center and drop them over to the right. Use that right foot on top of the left thigh if it's comfortable for your leg. Just don't place the foot on the knee. Never place things on your knee joint. Release that right foot. Bring the knees back up to center. Arms back down to the side, and use your forearms to bring yourself up to seated. Come to an easy seated position, whatever is comfortable for you. Sitting up on those sit bones, back nice and straight. I think I'm sitting on a rock. Hands are on the knees. Take a moment to refocus in on that breath. In this position, we generally are chest breathers or belly breathers. Focus on either one, it doesn't matter. Feel it expand and contract. Maybe close the eyes if it helps you feel a bit more centered. And then you can keep the eyes closed, or if you suffer from vertigo issues, you should open your eyes and just start to swing the body around. Do some lower back circles. Really exaggerating on the pushback and circle forward. And reverse the direction of your circle. And return to center. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, push that airway to the side. Inhale those arms up overhead. Bring the left hand down beside you. On the exhale, curve over to the left. Not too far just yet. Inhale, rise up. Bring that left hand about 6 inches farther out. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, rise up. See if you can get that left forearm all the way down to the mat. Curve over to the left. Inhale, rise up. Left hand comes up to meet the right. Place the palms of the hands together. Look up at your thumbs. Get a slight back bend here. Return the head to center. Drop the right hand to the side. Exhale, curve over to the right. Inhale, reach up. Bring that right hand out a little bit farther. Exhale, curve over to the right. Inhale, come up. Bring that right hand out as far as it'll go. See if you can get it all the way down to the forearm onto the mat, or use a block if needed. Making sure that that left shoulder is not rolling in. We're still keeping them square. Inhale, reach up. Right hand comes to meet the left. Forearms come together. Interlaced fingers steeple the top one. Point it way up to the sky. Exhale, release the hands down. Switch the direction of your cross if you can. It's just good to sit cross-legged both directions. Inhale the arms up overhead. Twist the body over towards the left. Drop the left hand behind. Bring the right hand to the left knee. Look over that left shoulder. Sitting taller on your inhales. Seeing if you can twist a little bit farther on your exhales. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead, and exhale, return to center. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, drop the right hand behind you, left hand comes to right knee. Being mindful that our back is long, our shoulders are not creeping towards those ears. Maybe you have to tense your fingers in the back, not getting the palm down, keeping your hands up on those fingertips. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Then exhale, return to center, drop the hands. Let's go ahead and get into our tabletop position. Wrists below the shoulders, hips above the knees. Start to breathe into your cat-cows or move in any way that feels good to you here. Maybe some hip circles, maybe some full body circles. You can drop the chest or drop the belly and lift the chest on your cats and round it all out on your cows. Whatever feels good for you here for a moment. Sad. My rubber band broke. Thanks. Solar yoga today. All right. When you're ready, return yourself to your neutral tabletop. And if you have your blocks nearby, go ahead and place your hands up on your blocks. Even though we're in a tabletop, we're going to be a slightly tilted table. And extend the left leg behind you. Keep the knee up and the toes on the ground. Feel the stretch through the back of the heel. Lift that left leg. Keep it parallel to the mat. Slight arch in the back, but try not to shift the weight too much to the right. Point the toe. Lift the leg higher, arch the back, lift the head. On the exhale, curve your back like the cat. Bend your knee as close to your body as you can, if you can step it through between your blocks. If you need to, just move your hands. We're in a low runner's lunge here. We're not lifting up that back leg yet. Left ankle is directly below the left knee. Hands are up on those blocks. If you need to change the height of the block, feel free. Tuck the right toes, lift the back leg, runner's lunge. Drop the right knee, untuck those toes, rise up, low lunge. Feel the opening in that right hip space. Exhale, bring the hands back to the block. Straighten the front leg, sit back, half split. My apologies if the wind is a little too much on the sound today. Inhale, bend the left knee forward. Bring the right hand down to the mat. Extend the left arm up, modified lizard. If you're looking for a full lizard, we're all looking for that full lizard, you can turn that left foot 45 degrees, rotate on that back, off the back knee. It just opens up the hip a little bit more. Keep the left arm extended. Then if it feels good enough for you, you can bring that left hand on the inside of the left foot. Try to tuck the shoulder in next to the knee. Or use the blocks, bring your forearms down, or if you can get all the way to the mat. Bring the hands back to the block or back to the mat. Bring that left hand outside the left foot. Repoint the left foot to the front. Shift your body back so your knee up a little bit. Arch the back like a cat. Pull the left leg back to tabletop. Bring the knees wide. Sit back, child's pose. Inhale, come back up to your tabletop. Bring your knees back in about hip bone width. Again, our hands are up on our blocks. We need that little bit of space to bring our knee in. Extend the right leg behind you, pressing down on the toes, stretching out through the heel. Lift the right leg. Keep it parallel to the mat. Try not to let the weight shift too much into the left. Point the right toe. Lift the leg, arch the back. Lift the heart. On the exhale, everything curls up like a cat. The right knee comes as close to the chest as possible. We bring it through between our hands, just moving that arm if we need to. Doesn't have to be perfect. Right ankle is directly below the knee. We tuck the left toes, lift up, runner's lunge. Adjusting the blocks and hands as needed. Sometimes fists are good, or you can tent the fingers, or like always those other heights on the block. Drop the left knee, untuck those left toes, reach up, low lunge. Feel that opening all in the left hip space. Exhale, bring your hands down on the inside of that right foot. Extend the right arm up for a little low lunge twist. If you're looking for that lizard, rotate the right foot 45 degrees out. Just roll off that left knee if you're on it. You can keep a twisting lizard. You can bring both hands down. You can come down to forearms. You can come down to forearms on a block. We all like our lizards different. Bring the hands back to the mat or up on those blocks. Right hand comes outside right foot. Right foot faces forward. We arch our back as much as possible. We bring it back to tabletop. We send the knees wide. We push back to a child's pose. Keep those arms active in the pose. Maybe move the blocks to the side if they're in your way. Take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, walk the hands over to the right. Shift the hips to the left. Crescent moon, child's pose. Take one more inhale here. Then on the exhale, walk the hands over to the left, shifting the hips to the right. Crescent moon, child's pose on the other side. Take one more inhale here. On the exhale, walk the hands back to center. Lift back up into our tabletop. Tuck those toes behind you. Lift those knees about 2 inches off the mat. Engaging that core, feeling the belly button come into the spine. All the core muscles wrap in. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send the hips up high. Stay up on the toes. Bring those hips up as high as they can, and on the exhale, release the feet to the mat. Being the first down dog of the day, your heels may or may not touch. Know that that's okay as long as your shoulders are away from wrists, hips are up as high as they can go. Bend the knees if you need to. Take a moment and walk out your dog. Settling in your dog here. Take a nice inhale. Look between your hands, and on the exhale, walk the feet forward to meet the hands. Fold, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back or halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees a lot. Place the hands above your knees. Roll all the way up. Standing. Strong mountain pose. Inhale the arms up overhead. Right hand binds the left wrist. Crescent moon to the right. Inhale, rise up. Switch the bind. Crescent moon left. Inhale, rise up. Look up towards the sky, slight baby back bend. Exhale, hands come through heart center and we fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands on the mat in front of you. Step the left foot back and the right foot back, high plank. Either lower chaturanga or 8-point posture. Inhale to that upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll meet here. Inhale, come up on your toes. Send your hips up high. Exhale, pull forward, high plank. Looking about 6 inches in front of the mat, keeping our drishti away from our hands. If we look down, we sink down. Not letting ourselves sink into our shoulders. Butt is down. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send the hips up high. Stay up on those toes. Exhale, bring the toes down. Inhale, look between the hands. On the exhale, walk the feet forward. Fold, forward, fold. Inhale to that halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Bend the knees. Place the hands on the knees. Come rolling on up. Standing. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Roll the shoulders down the back. Use a strap if you can't quite get the hands up. Allow the chest to open. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, bend the knees, fold the body forward, allow the wrist to move away from the back. Head hangs heavy. Exhale, release those hands. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands on the mat, step the left foot back and the right foot back, high plank. Lower chaturanga or 8-point posture. Up dog or cobra. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up behind you. Keep the hips square. Come up on the left toes. Look between the hands, step the right foot between those hands, using blocks if needed, runner's lunge. Rise up, crescent lunge. Slight flexion in that back knee. Exhale, cactus the arms like goalposts. Feel those shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Scissor the feet to the right. Lift the left arm, side plank. Exhale, bring the left arm back to the mat. 8-point posture, chaturanga, or pull directly back into your down dog. Choose your own adventure. Breathing here. Inhale the left leg up behind you. Point the toe, but keep the hips square. Come up on those right toes. Look between the hands. Bend the knee in towards the chest. Arch that back. Step the left foot between the hands. Runner's lunge. Walk the left foot forward if you need to. Get settled in that runner's lunge. Inhale, rise up. Crescent lunge. On the exhale, release the arms behind you. Interlace those fingers. Roll the shoulders down the back. A little extra heart opener and shoulder stretch. Release the hands. Inhale, bring them up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Scissor the heels to the left. Extend the right arm up. Side plank. Bring the right hand back down to the mat. 8-point posture, chaturanga. Pull back, down dog. You choose. We'll meet in our downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up behind you. Bend the knee and spin open. And back. You're there. Spin open. That's because the computer shut itself off for some system that Breach Schools has installed that shuts off after 35 minutes of not being used. And different. Whatever, I don't blame them. Okay. Down dog. Right leg was extended. We bent the knee, we spun open. We come up on the left toes, we look between the hands, we step the right foot between the hands. Runner's lunge. Inhale, rise up. Crescent lunge. Exhale, bring the hands down to the hips. Flexion in that back knee. We pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale the arms back up. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Shift the body forward. Twist to the right. If it's comfortable for you to hook the elbow and you can not lose that heart position, then feel free. If not, open the arms. Get a little bit of an extension. Bring the hands back to heart center. Return forward. Inhale, rise up. Crescent lunge. On the exhale, spin the back foot parallel, open all the way up, warrior two. Sasquatch is yelling at the Kung Fu master that just arrived at the park. Inhale, reach forward, reverse your warrior. Exhale, drop the right arm on the right thigh, side angle stretch. Left arm reaches up overhead if you want that full side, or it can stay up towards the ceiling. Inhale, rise up, reverse your warrior. Exhale, return to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Kick the left hip back. Reach as far forward as you can. Come down, triangle. Be sure to keep those shoulders square. Don't let them roll forward. rise up, reverse your triangle. Exhale, bend the front knee, windmill the hands down. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Scissor open to the right. Extend that left arm. Maybe lift the left leg star. If you can, keep that left leg extended. Bring the left hand down to the mat. Lower Chaturanga Ekapada. Or just meet us in downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up behind you. Bend the knee, spin open. Come up on those right toes. Look between the hands. Step the left foot between the hands. Runner's lunge. On the inhale, rise up. Crescent lunge. Make sure there's flexion in that back knee. Feel the hip opening in that right hip. Left knee is above the left ankle. Exhale, bring our hands down to our hips. And we pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down behind us. Interlace our fingers one more time. Roll the shoulders down the back. Look up towards the sky or ceiling. Release the hands. Bring the arms back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shift the body forward. Twist to the left. Again, if you can hook the elbow while keeping your hands at heart center, then great. But if you hook the elbow and your hands come up to your armpit, then you don't hook the elbow. Exhale, open those arms. Bring the hands back to heart center. Return to center, rise up, crescent lunge. Drop the back foot so it's parallel to the mat. Open the hips, open the shoulders. Warrior two. Inhale, reach forward and up. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, bring the left arm down onto the left side. Side angle stretch. Keep that right hand extended or reach it overhead for an extra full body stretch. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Kick the right hip back. Reach as far forward as you can. When you can't reach any farther, come down into your triangle. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Bend that front knee, windmill the arms down. Step the left foot back to meet the right, high plank. Scissor the heels to the left, lift that right arm, side plank. Maybe lift the top leg. Bring the right hand back down to the mat, keeping the right leg extended if you can. Lower Chaturanga, 8-point posture, or pulled directly back. Downward facing dog. All sorts of disheveled over here today. Let's go ahead and come down to our knees. Take a brief child's pose. Grab a drink of water. Fix your mat. Kill all the various bugs that are crawling on your mat if you're outside here at Webb State Park. Not very yoga to kill bugs, don't do that. Inhale, bring yourself back up to tabletop. And then push yourself back up to your downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, walk the hands back to meet the feet. We have options here. You can keep your feet separated about hip bone width and put hands on opposite elbows and hang like a rag doll. Or use your first two fingers to bind your big toes, pulling down on the elbows. Or place your hands underneath your feet, massaging out those wrists. Any one of them. We're just hanging here. Maybe rocking the head, yes and no. Just let it hang. Wherever you are, release those hands. Heel toe the feet back together. Place the hands above the knees, bend the knees a lot, and come rolling. On up to standing. Shoulders down the back, away from the ears. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring them down to heart center. Shift the weight into the right foot. Lift that left leg just to the inside of your calf or thigh for your tree. Inhale, grow your tree. Keep the arms extended. Release the left leg, bring it out in front, one-legged mountain. Step it forward. Keep the arms up overhead. Externally rotate the right hand as you lift up the right foot for your dancer. Your dancer can stay standing. Your dancer can lean forward. Release the foot. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Bring the right leg in front. One-legged mountain. Step the right leg forward. Bend it a lot. Bring the left knee next to it, Utkatasana. Hands come to heart center. Sit low and back into chair. Make sure you can wiggle those toes. Knees stay nice and straight. We twist to the left. If you can hook the elbow without moving the hands from heart center, then feel free, or you can open those arms. Bring the hands back to heart center. Return the body to center. Exhale and fold. Bend the knees a lot. Place the hands above the knees. Come rolling on up to standing. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring them to heart center. Shift the weight into the right foot. Let the left foot hinge up behind you, warrior three, to wherever your warrior three takes you. Bend the front knee. Step the left foot back. Slowly, slowly, slowly rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, bring those hands back down to the mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Pull directly back, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, walk the hands back to meet the feet. Think about the three options you had before. Ragdoll, binding the toes, hands under wrists. Pick a different one. Take a minute here to hang. Return to center. Hands come to the, heel toe those feet back together. Hands come to the shins for a halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees a lot. Place those hands above the knees. Roll on up. Standing. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shift the weight into the left foot. Lift that right leg, bring it inside the calf or inner thigh, never on the knee. On the inhale, grow your tree. Maybe use the thumb and the middle finger to make a circle, that Yoga Mudra, acceptance of self. Keep the arms extended, release the right leg, bring it forward. Take a step, rotate that left hand, lift up the left foot for your dancer. Your dancer can stay standing here. You can kick that back foot so you have a little bit of an arch. It's wherever your dancer wants to be. Release the foot in left hand. Rise up, one-legged mountain. Step the left foot forward. Bend the knee a lot. Bring the right knee to meet it. Utkatasana. Sit low and back into your chair. Be mindful of that lower back. If you need to rotate that pelvis forward, don't compress those muscles. Bring the hands to heart center. And twist to the right. If it's comfortable for you, feel free to open those arms. Bring the hands back to center. Body back to center. Exhale and fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Hands above the knees. Roll on up. Standing. Inhale the arms up overhead. Hands come down to heart center. We shift the weight into our left foot. We hinge the body forward as the right leg comes up behind. Warrior three. If your warrior three doesn't come all the way to a T, that's okay. It's wherever you can go to. Bend that left knee. Reach the right foot back. Slowly. Rise up. Crescent lunge. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Pull directly back. Downward facing dog. Breathing here. Come up on your toes. Pull forward, high plank. Lower the left hand, forearm to the mat. Right forearm to the mat, low plank. Interlace your fingers. Feel that low plank. Stick your butt up in the air and walk your toes forward. Dolphin plank. Head kind of rests between the hands. If you really want to, you can basket your head in your hands and come up into a handstand. Or you can just hold here in your dolphin plank. Give it a try. Extend the right leg up above. Release the right leg back down to the mat. Resettle those hips. Extend the left leg. Bring the left leg back down to the mat. Resettle those hips. Walk the feet back out. Low plank. Come all the way down to the mat. Extend the arms behind you. On the inhale, lift the head and the chest. Hands and feet stay on the mat. Exhale, release. Inhale, head and chest. Exhale, release. This time, let's add the arms, head, chest, and arms on the inhale. Exhale, release. Head, chest, arms on the inhale. Exhale, release. This time it's all coming up. Head, chest, arms, and feet and legs. Superman hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Rock the hips side to side. Maybe windshield wiper the legs. Release a little bit of that tension in the lower back. Place your hands next to your chest. Tuck your toes. Push yourself up, high plank. Drop the knee. Push back, child's pose. Give that lower back a little bit of a stretch because we just compressed it. Come up into your tabletop. Bring the knees to the side. And have a seat. Feet are still about hip bone width apart. Chest is lifted. Bring our arms out in front. And lift the left leg. Hold that left leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the left foot back down. Extend the right leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the right foot back down. Take a nice inhale. Bring them both up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do not release the feet. Lower. Low boat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. High boat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Low boat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bend the feet up on the mat, about hip bone distance apart. Stretch the arms down the side. Can you touch your heels? Give it a try. You never know. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, we're going to lift those hips, come up to our bridge. Making sure that our hips are shining forward, our belly is shining forward. Make sure the neck is long. Don't crunch it in. There should be space between the neck and the chest bone. If your ponytail's in the way, take it out. We're staying on the mat now anyway. Inhale the arms up overhead if possible. If not, leave them right where they are. Exhale, bring the arms back down. Take one more breath. On the exhale, lower. One vertebrae at a time. Bring the soles of the feet together. Drop the knees to either side, bless you. Do not let the lower back lift. That defeats the purpose of this release. So the knees might stay up. Hands can come above, across opposite elbows, or they can just stay next to you. Release the arms. Return the feet to the mat. We're going to do one more bridge. On the inhale, we lift those hips. If wheel is in your practice, you can take your hands, place them next to your ears, and lift yourself all the way up into a wheel. Exhale, we lower one vertebrae at a time. Soles of the feet come together, knees drop to the side, lower back is flat against the mat. If you feel that lower back arch, then you're dropping your knees too far. Either opposite hands over opposite elbows above your head, or you just let them rest to the side. Bring those feet back to the mat. Extend the left leg. Point and flex the toes. Maybe a few circles. Cross the left foot or across the right knee. Figure 4. Use that left hand to press the left leg away. If you need to use a block, use a block. Hold here or rock from side to side. Lift the right leg, get a slightly deeper stretch. Support it with that right hand. Hold here or rock from side to side. Drop the right foot, cross the left leg all the way over, bring your arms out like a T and drop those knees to the left. Eagle twist. Inhale, bring the knees up center, keep them crossed, twist it over to the left. Inhale, bring the knees back up to center. Pull the left knee into the chest, extend the right leg long. Feel the compression at the left hip, pull the knee outside the rib cage. That's a single wind pose versus the double wind pose we had before. Use the right hand to bring the left knee over. Left arm extends, we look over that left arm. Shoulders stay against the mat, full body twist. Inhale, return the knee to center. Give it one last tight squeeze in. On the exhale, sigh it out, full body stretch. Bend the knees back in. Extend the right leg. Point and flex those toes. Maybe a few circles. You circle clockwise. Make sure you circle counterclockwise. Cross the right foot over the left knee. Use that right hand to push the right knee away. Hold here or rock from side to side. Return to center. Lift that left leg. Use the left hand to support the left knee. Crunch it in a little bit tighter. Hold steady. Rock side to side. Maybe a few circles. Whatever feels good for you. Drop the left leg down. Cross it, the right leg all the way over. Arms out like a T. Legs drop to the left. Inhale, rise up. Drop the knees over to the right. Inhale, bring the knees up. Bring the right knee into the chest. Extend the left leg long. Squeeze the right knee in, bring it outside the rib cage. Feel the compression in that right side body. That compression allows us to remove the toxins. It allows the blood to get its work in there. It allows the oxygen to get working in there. Release it a little. Use the left hand to pull the right knee over. Full body twist. Inhale the right knee up. Give it a nice tight squeeze. On the exhale, send the right leg long, arms overhead, full body stretch, side out. Roll over onto your right side. Bend the knees and roll over onto the right side. Use that top hand to lift yourself up. Come to a seated. We ran out of time. Bring our hands to heart center. If you want to turn your video on, feel free to turn your video on so we can see each other. Go in there. There we go. Do you want one? We bring our hands to heart center. Into our third eye. In a gesture of respect, we bow to one another and say, Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste.
Thank you for the privilege of being your teacher. Sorry for all the random difficulties we had this morning. Quite comical. Sometimes that's just what happens. I need to turn the video for a minute because you need to see who the dog was yelling
Morning, Cal.